All right, guys, if I had to start over today, fresh in real estate investing, this is the one thing that I would do differently. First, let me just brag about my wife. She said the Sweet Bay Magnolia tree here is show ready. And so check this bad boy out. You can kind of not see it behind the other tree. Wow. So hard to see in the video, maybe. Anyway, that's her pride and joy. She said it's show ready. And shout out to Uncle Donnie, who gave us some landscaping advice and told us to put that Sweet Bay Magnolia there to break up the corner of the house. Um, so, your landscaping tip of the day: put trees at corners of your house so that way it breaks up the straight lines. Now, let's dive right on into the 1.5, or two things that I would do differently if I was starting over today as a real estate investor. All right. And it starts with finding properties that are in the path of progress. Okay. That could mean where future roads are going, where future parks are going, where future schools are going. I would look for properties specifically in those areas, and I would also analyze it on a 20-year time horizon, not just this year I'm going to cash flow X, year two I'm going to cash flow Y. I would underwrite assumptions for the next 10 to 20 years to really be able to reflect and see if this is a good deal or not long term. So, always understand your local community, know where the roads are going, know where the schools are going, know where the parks are going. How do you do that? Right? You got to follow your local cities. Okay, you got to follow the city council meetings. You got to follow maybe even a large construction company that might be in your area, that does most of the road projects or school projects. Uh, it could be a CVB, like a Convention Visitors Bureau, or it could just be you networking at local real estate meetups and hearing other people talk about it, or asking people for feedback or advice. Say, hey, where do you get your information about roads, schools, and parks? If you can buy in those passive progress, right, your highest upside is there, and then underwriting a 20-year assumption, right? Going out 20 years and saying, okay, in 20 years, is this a winner or a loser? And if I'm negative cash flow today, is it worth it? Okay. Is it worth being negative cash flow today? So the biggest thing you got to do to help with that 20-year time horizon is buy in passive progress near roads, schools, parks. All right. Roads, schools, and parks always, not always, but generally stay put, right? It's kind of hard to change an interstate. It's kind of hard to change where a school's at, a park's at. That takes a lot of effort by a city, municipality, county, whatever you might be dealing with. So, buy in a path of progress. And then my half tip or my full tip beyond that, if I was starting over today as a real estate investor, I would do a 20-year time horizon on everything that I bought, right? And that depends on your goals. If you want to retire in 20 years, use a 20-year time horizon. If you want to retire in 10, do a 10-year time horizon and say, okay, how many properties do I need? What assumptions can I put in here that are, now, don't get crazy. Make sure that you use assumptions you're comfortable with, because if they go bust and you have no appreciation for the next 20 years, what does that property look like? Ask yourself that question. If you want help in looking at that and how to look at that, happy to help you guys. Shoot me a comment. Let's talk about it. And shout out to my babies, Sweet Bay Magnolia. See ya.